Greetings, all my relatives. Greetings to all of you who are friends and relatives to our famine. I was thinking about this gathering this morning and all of the effort that has led to you coming here together today to voice your concerns, to support the voices that have been voicing your concerns. And I kept thinking about how noble this cause is. When we think about protecting the life cycles, the life systems that ought to be protected and sustained, that becomes a noble cause. It's a spiritual imperative for all of us to do that. I was thinking as well about the Cohen Commission. And as all of you know, there have been commissions in the past, hundreds of commissions. And the only time usually that commissions are brought forward is that it is an acknowledgement that something is gravely wrong. And so we have to understand at this time that because the Cohen Commission has been in progress, that they recognize that something is terribly wrong. And I ask all of those who are voices to continue to speak their truth. You and I are not stupid. We're going to discern the truth about fish farms and their impacts. And then we're going to begin to stand wherever we come from. In our kitchens, around our kitchen tables, in our homes, in the public, in supermarkets, wherever we are, to talk about our concern around fish farms and their impacts. For some of us, it runs very deep in our
you could take
the full
these
notion
two,
that there are fish farms dumping toxins into our waterways means that it's going to impact eventually our life ways. And for us, that is very serious on the Broken Archipelago. Just like our languages, there are only 100 people left who speak the language that we speak where I come from. Our population will begin to eventually decline because of that impact those fish farms have on our way of life. We depend on the ocean for the sea resources, and they need to stay healthy. And so that's why it's so important for us. That's why we hope that those of you who live in the great cities like Vancouver will stand with us on some of those things that we're concerned about as well. In the last few days I was in Mongolia. I was attending this global peace conference. And Mongolia is a developing country. It has nomads still. People living off the land, from the land. And I can see the same process happening to them, becoming marginalized. The rich will get richer, and they'll be left behind, just like the people where I come from. And that shouldn't be so. We should all be sharing the wealth, if there's wealth to be shared. And we should all make sure in the first instance, though, that whatever we do is sustainable and good, not only for us as human beings, but for the life cycles of all the living forms. So I really appreciate that all of you are here today. I really appreciate Alexander. A few years ago, we were the loneliest voice on the planet around fish farms. Charlie Williams and I, and the lady Yvonne Gissenhaus, and we stormed down to Victoria and tried to make our concerns heard. And people laughed at us. They said, who are these lunatics concerned about these things that are happening? And then Alexander joined the cause. I don't know if that's the right word. And she brought our voice to this stage, to the world stage, to our stage. It belongs to all of us. Each of us here today is responsible for continuing to carry the message that the current practices of fish farms is not acceptable. And I hope that this number of people grows and grows, and we become reasonable people and do the right thing and move these fish farms to land operations. That is all I have to say, and thank you again for being here.
As Alex has spoken of viewing myself as her chief, I'm a politician. Here is Kinachwala Gilis Tsundagan. This is my hereditary chief. This is the chief of my family. This is the man who holds the title. And this is the man that gives us the direction as politicians to not back down from this fight, to not soften our words. And it is because we maintain title in our territory, we therefore maintain the authority to make decisions. And that authority must be respected to every First Nation in their territories, regardless of the decision that they wish to make. That I will support 100% that every First Nation has that authority to make that decision. And so I wanted you all to know that I have here with me my hereditary chief, the man who gives our family direction. And we stand here knowing that my auntie, my chief's grandmother, bestowed the name Gwayumzi on Alexander many, many years ago. And so I want the world to know that there is no question in the hearts of the Mushkamagzao people and those of the North Island that stand in opposition to the fish farms, that Alexander Morton is one of ours. And we will always be standing with her, walking beside her, supporting her as we can.